and family stories with us by calling in or sending us a WhatsApp, which we will read out on the show.
Tune in to Let's Chat on Radio Lansar and enjoy the stroll down memory lane together. Let's chat this and every Friday at 9 p.m.
In the sands of ancient Arabia, a light began to shine. A man of truth and mercy, with a heart so divine. From the Mount of Hira, a message came to him. A prophet for the ages, to guide us from within. Oh Muhammad, a messenger of peace. From your words and from your wisdom, our souls can find release. Oh Muhammad, in every prayer he prayed, he showed that mercy, the light that never fades. In the face of adversity.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and good Friday evening. As it is always a Friday, it is Echoes of the CASBAH. Welcome to another soulful stroll through the CASBAH, where every stitch tells a story, and of course every building is a reflection of ourselves. We're going to be talking today another great topic, but before that, Assalamu alaikum, Faizal. MJ Suleman is in the house as well.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, buddy. How are you doing this evening?
Alhamdulillah. All good. Friday evening, what can we say? Looking forward to this.
Absolutely.
Lots of listeners out there, Faizal, looking forward to the show as well. I'm sure you're hearing around as you go.
All the time. But I think let's just start as we normally start traditionally. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wal aqibatu lil muttaqin was salatu was salam ala rasulin kareem sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. All praise is due to Allah, the Lord, cherisher, nourisher, sustainer and master of the universe, the most gracious, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Ya Allah, it is only you that we worship and it is your guidance that we seek. Ya Allah, keep us in the straight path. Ya Allah, show us the choice of blessings. Ya Allah, show us the mercy. Ya Allah, guide us. Greetings, salam, salutations on our beloved Nabi Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Well, buddy, it is undoubtedly a very, very beautiful evening. And it's Echoes of the CASBAH tonight.
Absolutely. Lots of people, as I said, messages already flying in. And we got a very interesting topic. We'll tell you about that in a bit. But before that, let me give you the WhatsApp number 060-904-1056. WhatsApp 060-904-1056. You can call in as well, 0861 904 904. That's the telephone line, 0861 904 904. Monley, our studio technician, will monitor the calls and put you through to us. And we'd love to hear from you because it is that kind of show. Faisal, I love the WhatsApp number, 060-90.4 105.6.
Yep, absolutely. 904 1056.
That is so clever. That is so clever. So tonight, what are we talking about? We're talking about where did you hang out with your friends in the CASBAH? And you do know that we all hung out somewhere. You know, there was somewhere that you would call like your base. You may have had two or three, but there was one that was really the base. Whether you went after school and waited for your dad after work to take you back home, but you went to some sort of corner, shop, tea room, building, friend's house. Tell us about it. Where did you hang out with your friends? Absolutely, in the CASBAH. And of course, lots of places. And we'd like to hear from you because we certainly want to know about that. Faisal, where were you in the CASBAH?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Well, I was based in Prince Edward Street.
Yep.
And of course, it used to alternate between Queenston and Prince Edward Street, but the Prince Edward Street was where it happened.
Was your place, yep. So we want to know about where did you hang out? Was it at the corner cafe, as I said? Remember that cafe with the chipped enamel tables, scent of samosas in the air? Or was it that clothing shop where American-style clothes defined you as a town boy? Maybe it was at the steps outside Avalon Cinema, where you waited for your crew, dressed at your best, and your heart was full of teenage thunder. Well, today we're opening the lines and the memory banks. Call in, write in, just close your eyes if you don't want to.
What are the hairstyles?
The hairstyles, Faisal, that's another story. Yeah, so tell us your hangout spot. Was it the corner of Victory Lounge, the billiard hall in Kismet Arcade, the front of Good Hope Centre in Queen Street, Leopold Street corner, or outside Hansa's in Prince Edward Street? Who were you with? What did you wear? What did you talk about?
Did some of you sit on the little clover box that was kept outside some of the tea rooms in Queen Street?
Yes,
And wait for
I
it?
did.
Yes, I know.
Absolutely.
Yep.
What did we talk about, Faizal? Did we talk about football, cricket, politics?
Well, if it was a Monday, you spoke about the game yesterday
That's right.
at the Kingsmead or Curry's Fountain.
Absolutely.
And and it was all excitement. If your team won, it was even more excitement. We spoke about it twice. And if you were at the ground,
Yeah.
and the famous one, how was that flying header? You know, I mean, that was the
Absolutely.
famous one, you know.
Absolutely.
Yep. And
Even
you
the
also,
cricket, eh?
yes, and you tried to get a glimpse of the newspaper as soon as it came out, just to see the back page, the photograph of the guy scoring
Yes,
the goal or something. It was a big
that's
thing,
right.
you know.
Back page was
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
Sometimes we even spoke about that pair of Ray-Ban sunglasses that
Which
we
we so
couldn't
much-
afford,
Yes, which
but
we
we
so much
all
wanted.
wanted so
Yes.
badly,
Yes,
Faisal.
yes,
Did
yes.
you want one?
Yes, definitely.
Oh man, I wanted one as well, but I couldn't afford it. You know, they say that the CASBAH was more than just a place. It was like a rhythm, a heartbeat, a constellation of friendships that was stitched together in the fabric of time. So come on, guys, let's stitch together your stories. Where did you hang out with your friends in the CASBAH? And of course, tell us about it. It is Echoes of the CASBAH, 15 minutes after 9 o'clock. Faizal, MJ Suleman, and myself, Buddy Govender. Where did you hang out in the CASBAH?
060-904-1056. We await your messages via SMS.
Absolutely.
Sorry, WhatsApp. I'm still in the CASBAH.
Hey, and don't forget, we are live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook as well, the Al Ansar app. So you can get there and you actually can see us in the studio, these
And,
two guys that think they are like town boys.
You know, I always said, buddy, I have a face for radio. I didn't know come. I
Yeah, we do.
come
We're just going to hide behind this as well.
Yeah.
So get us Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. You can see what we're about. Or WhatsApp 060-904-1056. But we'd love to hear from you. 0861-904-904. So let's define the CASBAH first, Faisal. You know, what really, people, we talk about the CASBAH, we know. But some people out there may say, what really is the
These
CASBAH?
guys-
Where is the
These
CASBAH?
guys go on and on about it. What is it?
I wrote a story this week about all the takeaways and the food and stuff in the CASBAH. And it's amazing how I got so many comments of people that loved it. But you'll get those comments about reminding me which shop I forgot.
Yes.
And it was like,
yes.
well, I hope you enjoyed the story, because obviously I'm writing about the shops that I know.
Yes, but you see, when they remind you of shops you forgot, it shows the interest in the story.
Yeah.
Because they were analyzing everything, thinking, good, this is what's not there, this is not there. But we've got Sister Hasina sent a message.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers. Jazakallah khair for the awesome show. Really love listening to your stories and good memories. Share some of yours with us.
Yeah, exactly. We'd love to hear from you. So let's look at some of the key streets in the CASBAH, Faisal. Obviously, the main one is Grey Street. I mean, that's the heart of the CASBAH. That's like the main artery.
I'm going to ask you one question. Did you ever see anybody playing soccer on the street in Grey Street?
No.
Never.
Never.
Yep.
Never.
Because I think that was the busiest street.
That was
probably.
as I said, was the main artery. So you would
Okay.
never. Prince Edward Street was Wembley
Yep.
Stadium. Queen Street was Highbury. Victoria Street down by the market was Old Trafford. And if you think we're joking, we're not joking. These were like the main. But you're right. Grey Street, no way.
Nothing happened.
The only thing I saw down Grey Street was the Muslim Brigade and the Muharram.
That's exactly what I was thinking of.
Exactly.
Muslim Brigade. Yep.
Yes,
Yep.
sitting on that thing. So Grey Street, now named Yusuf Dadu Street. That was the main artery of the CASBAH, lined with shops, tea room, Juma Masjid. There's a diverse amount of businesses there. Prince Edward Street is another main street in the CASBAH, now known as Dr. Gunam Street.
You remember those names, eh? I still can't remember that.
Yes, Dr. Gunam. I remember Dr. Gunam as a little boy.
Yes,
I remember
yes, I
my mum
recall
used
that.
to go to her. But that's known, Prince Edward Street is known for obviously one of the main movie houses in town, takeaways, American clothing shops, and also electrical shops and all
Electrical
other
shop,
little shops
grocery
here and
shops.
there. Exactly. Queen Street, though. Queen Street was like a bustling commercial stretch, okay?
Timber and hardware.
Juma Masjid on the corner, down the road Emmanuel Cathedral, down the road Top Market, coming down into Queen Street by us, the bank. Then we had all the hardware stores.
Yep.
We had Regal as well, a nightclub that was there.
Yep.
Takeaways. We had Hansas across the road. We had Hawk's Nest. We had down the road, we had Rio Grande shop tea room, which I didn't really go into that often. It was a little bit out of my.
It was.
Victoria Street now, that's a whole new street on its own, because that was just all the movie houses, the main movie houses were there, the clothing shops were there, the various other businesses were there as well. Albert Street was a little bit quieter, Faisal.
Yes, more sophisticated.
And it was businesses with residences upstairs.
Yep.
It also had a movie house, we had takeaways, tea room, small businesses. We had a hall there, Faisal.
Yep.
Bolton Hall
in the corner.
Exactly,
yes.
corner of Prince Edward Street.
Yeah. But again, I'm not sure if they really played any games on the street.
Not in Albert Street.
Not in Albert Street.
But now, Commercial Road, Faisal, the name itself
Tells it all.
meant that was a business street.
Yep.
If you remember Commercial Road, there were parking garages, there was a bank, there was a church on the corner where Eminence Curtains is now.
Yep.
The telephone exchange, and there were a whole range of other businesses there as well.
Absolutely.
Field Street, that bordered the CASBAH,
Yes.
it had businesses downstairs and had residents upstairs.
You used to play squash in Field Street.
Newfield Arcade,
Yep.
we played squash there. Butterworth Hotel. Do you ever remember, come on Faisal, Aussie's Triangle?
Oh yes, who can forget that? Who can forget that?
I have got the most amazing photograph of
Is it,
Aussie's Triangle
Okay.
taken in the night. But there's a message.
Okay, you want to go for the message?
It says, that's my brother Arshad Khan. You notice he sends me that Manchester
That
United
Man
thing.
United.
That's why Faisal doesn't want to read out this message.
No. I mean, he's giving you a message.
He is.
He says, at least, Man United and Liverpool have, changed positions, assumed each other's position. That's what he's trying to tell you.
Well, let's hope Tottenham Hotspur don't do the business tomorrow. But anyway, he says, Assalam, really good topic tonight, mashallah. For us, it was right outside the entrance of our building, past the Bashapir, over the bridge. The card games, the braais, Ramadan delights, all outside our building, the late night locals. Oh, the fun and memories. Not forgetting the fights.
Of course.
Himalaya House, Warwick Avenue. That's from brother Arshad Khan, who's now in Carlisle Street. There you go.
Okay, another message comes, says Hansa's at the corner of Prince Edward Street and Grey Street was a late night hangout. Another icon in Prince Edward Street was Dinana Tea Room, that's correct, which is still running despite competition from many Bengali shops.
Absolutely.
These are memories we've been through, but excellent.
Dinana, the original shop at the CASBAH, still there. Sister Ruqayya. Welcome salam, my sister. She says, love listening to your show and the beautiful nasheeds you play. Today, remember that you are created to succeed, designed to win, equipped to overcome, appointed to prosper, and blessed to become a blessing. Let's continue to live out Allah's purpose in our lives, loving one another. Love your show very much. Motivation, alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you, my brothers, buddy, and your family. There you go.
Ameen.
She's still awake listening to you. Jazakallah. I appreciate that. We certainly do. Ameen.
Salams. I hung out in Prince Edward Street at the corner of Prince Edward Street and Albert Street. Used to have the famous karate movies, cinema, Topaz Cinema, and this comes from Rashid. Okay.
So where Brother Rashid is talking, he's standing at the steps of Bolton Hall, or the original Bolton Hall, where the takeaway is now, or was always, and then Topaz Cinema on the one side, the karate movies. And there was a guy. But wasn't it incredible, Faisal, that nearly every corner had a group of guys standing there?
Yes. Everyone had their own cliques as such.
But it wasn't gangs. It wasn't gangs.
No.
You're right.
Yeah, but we were all friends.
All friends.
We all
I like that word, chummies.
Yeah, sorry, man.
I love that word. We all chummies.
Yes, and we all looked out for each other.
And we migrated as well. Sometimes when nothing was happening in Good Hope, we'll take a walk to Avalon Tea Room. Just to see who's there.
Yes.
And basically, Faisal, what did we say? Nothing. Sometimes we just stood next to each other. But we had this something.
Yeah.
So
and many times you were alone and walking, and the guys will tell you, we need one more player so you can join us.
Yeah. I really wish we could have recorded what we spoke about.
I'm sure we couldn't play that on air, but
but I mean, I think it was just, there was a lot of innocent, good
definitely
banter, and Faisal, really, we didn't talk about Manchester United, Liverpool back then, not at all.
We only knew them in those magazines by the Scotch and the Score and those,
We spoke about, I don't know what, but we did speak about a lot of things.
We never stopped talking.
Indeed. So, some of the iconic buildings in the CASBAH, Avalon Cinema, legendary movie house, Shah Jahan restaurant and tea room downstairs of the movies. Victory Lounge, famous for bunny chow, sweet meats, milkshakes, naan, jalebi, and a whole lot of other things. Then we have the iconic. We have no idea that we grew up in the shadows of one of, I would say, the world's great buildings, the Juma Masjid and the Emmanuel Cathedral. Those two buildings were, and Faizal, one of the largest mosques in the southern hemisphere for decades was the Juma Masjid Mosque.
Yes,
for decades.
Yes.
So that's something to be proud about. And then the Victoria Street Market. You know, that market was a hub of activities. You could go in there, you could buy your spice, mother-in-law's tongue, you could buy a pigeon, you could buy a budgie, you could buy meat, you could buy anything. It had it all.
Yes.
There's another message coming in there.
Oh, yes. Okay. It says at the Brook Street end of Prince Edward Street, the guys should meet up during the week by Mount Everest building. Yes,
that's in Prince Edward Street.
That's in Prince Edward Street. Yes,
indeed. Mount Everest, another one. Yeah. Yep. Do you know what a guy sent me a message this weekend? I mean, in the weekend, he said, I think it was Captain's. I'm not sure. There was a Captain's in Brook Street, and yes, there was opposite the Zulu Hall. Remember, there was a hall there.
Yes.
In Brook Street. There was a Captain's.
Possible. Maybe
no, I know it was there, but it was one that we certainly never frequented.
Yes.
I think it was catering for the people in the market.
In the market, okay.
Because one of the things I know that they were famous for was, and I'm going to make your mouth water now, Faizal, is freshly made potato bhaja.
Oh, God. Now you definitely you make your mouth water.
You know, you get a packet of that, especially that crispy ones. Come on, Faizal. You know about that.
You know?
Sister Rashida, she says, I don't have any memories hanging out, but I'm just enjoying every Friday. Don't have any memories. I'm sure, you know, the sisters.
No, she doesn't want to share it with us.
She doesn't want to share it. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it today because we don't want to sound sexist in saying we're only talking about where the guys hang out.
Yes.
The sisters also, but they were more different class than us. They would hang out at maybe another sister's flat. And talk or read a book or whatever. You know, they weren't standing on the corners. Faizal, do you remember girls standing on the corner in town?
Taboo.
Never.
Don't even think about it.
Our girls would never do that, you know. So we had really classy sisters that I know the sister says maybe she doesn't have any memories hanging out. Maybe she's talking about the street.
Yes.
Like we did. She's probably hung out at a friend's place.
That too, yeah.
Exactly. So, yeah, we'd like to know about that. You know, we certainly would like to know about that as well. And
buddy, tell me, should you meet with your friends and play Tani?
Faizal, do you know that is one game I can't play?
Okay.
And I can tell you, in Good Hope Center, I don't think all the guys can play Tani as well. It was like we never played that. You know, carom board as well. We didn't play that. Okay. Darts, we didn't play that. We were like football, cricket, and hanging out. That was about it.
Okay.
But you're quite right. When you moved out of town, everybody can play Tani.
And play the carom board as well.
And play carom board as well.
Okay, buddy, go for this one.
This is a nice one. It says, memories from 1970. Jacob's Pharmacy on the corner of Pine and Grey Street. And down the road in Pine Street was the post office, which moved to Colbert.
Yes.
Upstairs was the book exchange. Maybe the brothers did. Yeah, isn't there? You go say. Also remember the Islamic bookshops. Madrasa Arcade had a shop called Kitabistan. Also, the bookshop was upstairs, run by Mr. Vanker. Sayani Center had the Islamic bookshops.
Yes.
Not forgetting IG Hussein, which is still there, absolutely in the same place. There was a tea room in Savile Street run by a man, Chagan, made the best sardine sandwiches with onions and green chilies. Bonchance in the office part of Good Hope Center, they had resident singers there, Eddie Watts, Elaine Myers, indeed. But that was important that there's Islamic bookshops. Did you go to the book exchange in Madrasa Arcade?
Yes, I used to go there very often.
Were you successful, Faizal? I used to take my books like 20, and the guy used to give me like a price, you know, about 5 cents. 10. I could only get like 3 books, and I felt cheated at the end of the day. But you know, you never question the uncle, isn't it?
Yeah, no. We used to borrow books, return books, discuss books. It was quite nice. They used to on a Friday evening for our students or scholars.
Okay.
He used to have a little session where he discusses these Islamic books and teaches us. It was quite nice. We used to look forward to it.
Very nice. There's a message from Sister Sarah Bibi Mustafa, I think it is.
Yes.
Salams to Buddy Bhai and Faizal Bhai. Alaikum salam. My salams and dua to one and all and the entire Al Ansar family. Ameen. We were not allowed to go anywhere. We had madrasa, and my father was right by the gate.
Yes.
Beautiful show, reminding us about the olden days. We cannot get those days back. Beautiful nasheeds and nuts are always, we always enjoying this CASBAH show. Indeed.
Okay.
Fathers, Faisal, you know, they were for the girls.
Yes.
They were strict.
Yes, they were.
You know, they were strict for boys. My father was strict with me as well. But they had good intentions.
Definitely. That's why you are what you are today.
Yeah, good intentions. There you go.
Salams, brothers, if my memory serves me correct, in Queen Street next to BAM Furniture, there was an old age home. Yes. We played soccer every evening. We lived in Cathedral Road, and this comes from Irshad Manjra. Excellent.
That old age home was for whites. And if you go onto my page, Grey Street, CASBAH and Surrounds, that photo is there. I posted the photo of the old age home. You'll definitely see it there. And I remember walking past that old age home, Faisal. Do you ever remember walking past?
Yes, I do. Yes.
In the middle of that, it was a courtyard.
Yes, there was. Yes.
So you look down the door, and the door was open the whole day. You look down, and there used to be some white men sitting outside.
Yeah.
And it was a courtyard. I thought to myself, that's a fascinating building, but we were not allowed to go in.
No. You didn't have the right color. Faisal Khan says, Salams, what about Curry Swan and Sunday afternoon matches? Wow, that was something else.
Absolutely, because that was what we spoke about for the next 3 days, Faisal. Those matches and what have you.
Definitely.
So, yeah, we'd love to hear from you today. We're talking about where did you hang out with your friends at the CASBAH? You know, was it Queen Street? Was it Victoria Street? Tell us. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. Faisal, one of the brothers of the CASBAH passed away this week in Cape Town.
Yes.
Everybody would know him. You would know him.
Yes.
Ajmal Khan from, and everybody know him from Anjuman School.
Yes.
We all know him as Bouncer. Because he had like a bounce, but what a fun guy.
Yes.
And you know, he was sick recently. I used to speak to him fairly regularly as well. And he passed away, so may Allah grant him the highest status in Jannah. Ameen. That's for our brother Ajmal Bouncer Khan, a real CASBAH boy.
Undoubtedly.
Beloved prophet, we honor.
It's 32 minutes after 9 o'clock, talking about where did you hang out with your friends in the CASBAH? And you didn't have to live in the CASBAH. You could have come here on a Saturday, because I know a lot of guys came from out of town and they would meet up on a Saturday morning.
And you know where?
Yeah, okay. But there was also another place, Faisal. Do you know where was a popular place for guys to meet up from Sea Cow Lake? I remember them telling me this. I didn't know. AI Kaji in Victoria Street.
Is it?
Yes.
Wow.
Opposite the Dream
yes, in the corner
theater.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember what was in the window of AI Kaji?
There was some, I recall a big aeroplane or
Faisal,
something.
that aeroplane.
Yeah, the memory is
Oh, man, I tell you, I used to stand for hours in that window
thinking
and
you're at the
just
airport.
gaze at that aeroplane and hope that maybe somebody would say, do you want that aeroplane? I wonder where that aeroplane, my brother John Kaji has passed away as well. He would have known that, but that was where they would hang out. Sister Naj, you think it is? Eh?
Yeah.
She says, Salams, brothers, I remember working on the corner of Field and Victoria Street in a paint shop.
Yes.
What's the name? I
Shaves?
know the name, GC Shaves.
Yes.
Sometimes we used to have meetings and finish late. We used to order sandwiches from a takeaway in Albert Street.
Oh, boy, you don't even tell me the name. It's Crystals.
Crystals, indeed, yep. And when I used to finish early, I used to walk all the way down Victoria Street, pass over the train station, get to Alice Street to take the bus home to Overport. It was so safe, really bringing back memories. Shukram, your sister in Islam, Najmunisha Khan. Oh, Jazakallah, that is a lovely message.
Undoubtedly.
I wonder if the sister remembers walking down Alice Street and the clock was there. Remember the clock?
Yep.
I know the people that would come on that bus stop from Warwick Avenue, if they were wanting to meet somebody before they go into town,
Yeah.
they would say, I'll meet you at the clock.
Meet you at the clock, yes.
Which is where opposite the bus terminus.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lovely memory. But look at that. She used to walk all the way down Alice Street,
Yeah, I'm
Victoria
just thinking
Street,
that too in the dark.
into Warwick Avenue, and safe, Faisal.
Yes,
Safe.
absolutely. Let's see, Sarabi Mustafa sent another.
Yep.
But remember going to the library because it was very important for projects and reading with my parents' permission. My father would come back and pick us up from the library. Yep, that
Yep.
was the way of life at that time.
Permission, eh? Indeed, we had to get permission. Yep. So we're talking about where did you hang out with your friends in the CASBAH? Tell us about it. We'd love to hear. The messages are flying in.
060-904-1056. Repeat, 060-904-1056.
Let's have a look at some messages that I received on my phone, Faisal. One came from Brother Shah Khan. You know, Shah Khan, he played for Manning Rangers. And he says, please, can I read this out? So if you're listening, Shah, this is for you. It says, let me get to it, because yeah, there you go. There's so many messages. He says, please mention going out on a Saturday night. You must end up at Sunkist at the beachfront for a chow.
For a child, even if you hitchhiked today or you took a walk down.
He says later they moved to Blue Lagoon. My favorite was Mama's Special, which was a toasted steak sandwich with chips
That
and a
was the specialty.
milkshake.
That
And
was
he
the
says that
specialty.
was divine. Oh, Shah, that sounds really, really good. Now, Sister Nadia Khan says, wonderful subject, but I don't know where to start. So I'm going to say, spending time with you, buddy, in your home, reading the Shoot magazines, having lunch that your dad cooked, all of us just chilling, Andy, Shanaz, Shah, and I. And Shah loved going to Wimpy for the breakfast, also eating at Golden Peacock Restaurant. Too many beautiful memories. Thank you for being a part of it. So this is Sister Nadira Khan, and Nadira and Shah are husband and wife, and they've been my friends before they knew each other.
I've got
So
one,
that's close
one
family.
message come through. I like to remain anonymous, but remember that an essential part of the CASBAH was the top and bottom market experience and the vibe and atmosphere that prevails there. He says Faisal knows more about it, but we've
Yes.
discussed that. Yep,
Indeed. That was a different atmosphere there.
it was.
Top
it was.
market,
Yep.
bottom market, both two different types of markets as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a message here from the Mo of JMOs, the
Okay.
original
Original.
Mr.
Okay.
Muhammad Mullah, and he says nostalgic. He says LM radio was our go-to station
Yep.
back then in years gone by.
Mhm.
Indeed. Brother Light Sayed says, what about, he says, buddy, once again, top show. Town O's never really played Tani. There you go. My brother Light confirmed exactly what I
I know
said.
we played.
Town boys never, and I'm going to say it the way he said it.
Yeah.
Town O's
Down, never
never
really
played
that.
Tani. Then he says, what about the top Riviera agent in the CASBAH for the late George Governor? My dad used to work for Riviera. Light Sayed
Mhm.
was the top agent for Riviera. Remember those biscuits in the plastic containers,
Yes,
juices?
yes.
Lights was that brother. They would get those things. So
Okay.
indeed, good memories there.
Salams, Buddy and Faisal, reminiscing about the CASBAH and hangouts. Yes, each corner had their own group of guys. Grey Street being the main arterial was two-way traffic and very, very busy. Danji's Corner was another popular
Ooh,
hangout
yes.
where my spouse smoked.
Spotted
Sorry,
me.
my spouse spotted me as I was on way to Sarkar's butchery. The guy smoked all the tea and 7 nuts from Patel's. What about the Musafir Khana? Oh yes, above Randry Pharmacy building. Also many market gardeners selling their produce on pavements, especially in Prince Edward Street, outside A.V. Mohammed's store. Enjoying the callback the past show from Aisha.
Oh, wonderful. That is such a
Excellent.
good
That
one
was
there,
excellent,
indeed.
undoubtedly.
Damji's Corner, eh?
Yeah.
Phew. You know, I was thinking about that today, Faisal, when I was preparing for the show,
Mhm.
about how many guys met their wives and husbands or ladies.
In the CASBAH. Well,
on-
here's one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then talking to Danji's Corner, you think of the popcorn.
Absolutely. That smell. Can you even
That-
get
yes,
it
we'll
now?
get that. Yes.
There's
yes,
another
yes,
message
yes.
there.
You could go for that.
Salams. My dad should take all his children to the harbor on a Saturday night. He loved fishing.
Wow.
I wonder if they went by car or whether they walked.
Took a walk.
Because
Yep.
people used to walk to the harbor
Yes, they used.
Sunday afternoons,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
all the way down there. Did we read that next one?
Yes, we've read that one as well. We've
Okay.
read that. Yep.
Yeah, so the messages are flying in. Indeed, we'd love to hear from you. Where did you hang out with your friends in the CASBAH? So, Faizal, everybody knows, and I think you know, I was a Good Hope Center boy.
Yes.
Hang out at Good Hope Center. Downstairs, my brother Salvan, Shorty Governor,
Yep.
Zain, Ibrahim, Salim, all of us used to hang out there. And you know, alhamdulillah, today, we are still so close. Still so close, you know. And we should just stand around, kick a ball around.
Yes,
you were there. You were there with
yep.
us as well.
Yep.
Or play cricket, or just mess about. But everything was safe. Everything was legitimate.
Yeah. And
There was nothing.
You didn't have to look over your shoulders.
And then, didn't matter whose father was coming.
Yes.
When that uncle or father came, you straightened up
You was at your
and
best
you
behavior.
stopped what you were doing. And when you walked past, you greeted him.
Yep.
Does it happen today, Faizal? I don't know, eh? I don't think so.
Things have changed, buddy.
You know, we greeted everybody, and yeah, indeed. So, Sister Rashida Dawud Amra, sister-in-law, she sends us photo of the Scala Corner. She says City Archive. That's our photo. That's Grey Street CASBAH photo as well. But lovely photo. Scala Corner, another iconic hangout. People from Scala were a family of their own.
Yes, definitely. And of course, you got to pass it on your way to Sastry.
Yes, you had to. And again, now, it didn't matter which gang was there. We were safe in town.
Well,
you
we
know.
were safe as long as you was as what you call now, lights say you was a town or you were okay.
Like the one Lights Townos never played, Tani. You're right. Indeed.
It might have been a bit different.
Yeah.
Sister Aisha says, Salams, good show as always, buddy and Faisal. My brothers used to take us to the movie at Shah Jahan Cinema and won't allow us to walk in town alone after the movies. They take us to the Blue Lagoon and by Adams, the restaurant.
Yes.
Really was fun, no crime. So we used to hang out Blue Lagoon, go home late at night. Well, they went with their brothers, buddy.
Ah, magic. Well, we got a call on the line. A caller on the line is Brother Hussein. Assalamu alaikum, brother. How are you?
Good evening, buddy.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Can I just ask you? Sorry, can I just ask you to turn your radio down?
I
Sorry.
believe Mr. Ward is in charge of it. Does anybody remember that mobile library, Commercial Road, operates as Hackman?
Mobile
Thank you.
library. Thank you.
No, don't remember that one, sir.
Mobile
library.
In
What
Commercial.
year was that? About?
I think we.
Oh, shit. We lost that one. Sorry about that. Maybe if you can call back.
Okay, buddy, I think you speak about the photographer all the time. You can take this text message.
Which is the one?
Salams.
Oh, yes, of course. I mean, who can forget that street photographer with the big afro? Hey, that's one from our brother A.H. Osman, of course. And again, on the CASBAH page, we got a photograph of him.
Is it?
So you can actually look there. There's a lot of messages, Faisal, on the Facebook. Hawa Bibi says,
Go for
just walking with my aunt, and suddenly the street photographers taken in Victoria Street.
Yes.
You know, and you could get it printed immediately.
Yes.
So
You take
maybe
a card.
that was in later years, Faisal, because I remember you'd get a small ticket.
Get a little ticket
And
you
like
can
a week
fetch it.
later, you can go to Victoria Street, upstairs, one of those
Go and
buildings.
look at all the
and
photographs.
he goes
Find
through
yours.
all those envelopes.
Yeah, you find yours, and then yep.
Brother Faisal
Faisal.
Saib, he says, buddy, talking about that clock, it is still there. If you stop there nowadays, your time will be up.
Yes.
Brother Faisal, the clock is not there. The space where the clock was
Is
in
there.
is still there. But you're quite right. If you stop there now. He says, we played Tani in Short Street. There you go. There was Tani there.
Yeah.
The most popular game was Carrom Board. We used to play for hours on end. He says, my brother Shane and his buddies were masters. We learned from the best, of course. Sister Hawa Bibi says, Victory Lounge for fish and chips and much more was so popular. Oh, lovely messages coming in. Where did you hang out? Come on, tell us. We'd love to hear
The
from you.
message comes in the 50s. My late mother and her sisters should take a walk to Albert Park. Today it's too scary to go there.
Yes. I look, right up until the 80s, Faisal, people would take a walk to Albert Park
Yep.
or take a walk down Grey Street or then Broad Street, turn left, walk towards the entrance of the bay as such or ocean terminal and picnic there or just
Yes.
play on the swings.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Lots of memories indeed. Absolutely. We hung out there at But where was your secondary hangout, Faisal? You said Prince Edward Street?
That was Prince Edward Street and then Queen Street.
Queen
during,
Street.
during the week, school days, it was Queen Street.
Yeah. Now, you know where mine was?
Tell me.
Surprisingly. Mine was down the bottom of Victoria Street, Victoria Walk.
Oh, okay.
Where
Oh,
my-
man, Bessie lived there.
Bessie, Farhad
Yeah.
Kuvadia.
Yes, yes,
In
yes.
fact, it was Farhad Kuvadia's house that I was in like
Okay.
most of the time, you
Mhm,
know,
mhm.
and he was in my house. So I would hang out there. Nowhere else, really. I never really hung out
Is
at
it?
any
No, ours
other.
was just.
Prince Edward Street, I would be passing.
Yep.
Maybe stop and talk to the guys.
Mhm, mhm.
Our brother
And
Lights
of
was
course-
one of our mentors
And
there,
then
you know.
they'll compliment you on the goals that you saved on the weekend.
Or he would call me and he would tell me, and Brother Lights is one of the guys I respect a lot.
Yeah.
He would call me and tell me, look, you better shape up. Last week wasn't that good. And you know, I listened to him because I knew he knew what he was talking about,
Yes.
and he was talking in my interest.
Mhm,
So I
mhm,
listened to him. So yeah,
mhm, mhm.
there's a long message here, isn't it?
There's a nice message from your friend.
Brother Rashad, he says the card games were thunder,
Mhm.
casino, dice, carom board, all played for money. Okay, you had to play tani on the streets with the bonnets of the car, bunny chow, especially if you were a townie.
Yes, the bonnet of the car bunny chow was very
Bunny
important.
chow was
But it
important.
didn't matter whose car it was.
Yeah.
As long as you didn't mess it.
Yep.
And of course, you all dived in.
You know, talking about the bunny chow thing, I mean, the
Mhm.
bonnet of the car, Faisal. My friend Shorty and I went to Cloverleaf. Remember Cloverleaf?
Yes, yes, yes.
And he said to me that the kebab and roti was like tops there.
Yeah.
And it must have been like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning.
Mhm.
Drove there, we got this kebab and roti, bought it, we put it on the bonnet, and I ate it. Now, I don't really eat spicy food.
Mhm.
This was ultra spicy,
Yes.
but it was tasty.
Mhm.
Ate it. Faisal, I suffered for 2 days. 2 days.
Yes, yes, of
My
course.
stomach was big, but it was the tastiest kebab and roti.
I'm sure it
as
was. I'm sure it was. In fact, our friend says that one bunny, Arshad Khan said one bunny fed us all.
And
Yes,
that's all.
indeed.
Exactly.
Indeed, he did.
One bunny to 5 guys.
Yep, yep, yep.
You know, there's another takeaway, Faisal, that we never spoke about was Ideals in Sayani Center
Yes.
upstairs.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Do you remember
yes.
that?
Yes, very
So
well.
Brother Gulam sent me a message in the week because they own Ideals.
Mhm.
And he said to me, buddy, you forgot about our takeaway that was on the first floor. And I was like, how could I have forgotten that? So I'm going to
Yes.
have to do part 2. But that was famous on a Saturday, Faisal.
Yes, it was.
Tea and samosas.
Mhm, mhm. Sarah Bibi Mustafa sent us a couple of messages. Sister Sarah Bibi said, my father had a cafe, in Top Market, but I was very small. My father's cafe's number was 9 Dal Shah King.
Oh,
I like
Okay.
that one. Yeah.
right.
After when market got burnt, we left for Cape Town, and his name was Haji Ghulam Mustafa Qadri. And what about Adams and Griggs? And my father was a top cook. Excellent.
Adams and Griggs in Victoria Street.
That was
she's
in
talking
Victoria
about.
Street, yes.
What was next door to Adams and Griggs?
God, I remembered it, but you tell me.
The Clover.
Oh, yes, the
shop
Clover-
with the
Clover
ice
ba-
cream cake.
Yes.
Do you remember that?
Yes.
You needed an ice cream cake. You would go in there,
Yes.
and it wasn't a very
And-
busy shop.
No, and the
It
small
was
orange
on-
juice.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Clover that time, right on our doorstep, and we just took it for granted. It'll be there forever.
Mhm,
And then
mhm.
there you go. Well, yep. In fact, Adams and Griggs was certainly one of those. But father being a top cook, Faisal, can you cook?
Yes, to an extent.
Oh man, you're lucky.
One thing, at least I know,
Don't ask
when
me,
I
okay?
cook, everyone prays before they eat.
Okay.
Okay, so I think that's the power that I
But
got.
now let's take it one step further.
Yes,
Your father,
Mhm.
could he cook?
up to an extent, yes.
Okay. My father could cook.
Mhm, mhm.
He really could cook. I mean, you heard Sister Nadira said Saturday afternoon, it was a favorite of my dad's to make cabbage and mutton, braised cabbage and
Okay.
mutton, okay, and rice.
Mhm.
Who came? We didn't know who was coming, Faisal. Did we run out of food?
No,
Never.
never on my phone.
Never.
Okay, message comes. Remember Red Light Sports? Yes, very well.
Of
Very well.
course, of course.
Was it? Yes, one of the Durban United players.
Yes,
Les
lots
Sultan.
of players.
Oh, lots
No,
of players.
Charlie
Okay.
White,
Charlie White. Okay.
Les Sultan, Sugar Ray Kulu also was there.
Yep.
There's a message says, buddy, do you recall a shop in Grey Street? Of course, I see Shakes.
Mhm.
You know who's even. In fact, if the son phoned me recently as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to meet with him.
Yeah, I think we need to call them onto a show. Talk about the
Exactly.
experience.
I see Shake. That was our go-to sports shop, Faisal.
Mhm.
If you needed anything,
Yeah.
you had sand shoes. Hey, those white ones that you had to put that
Die on
thing, and you missed your hands, you missed the
everything.
room, you missed
Yes.
everything.
And I was just thinking that today I was sitting with some people and I was talking about athletics and talking about the athletic shoes.
Oh, yep.
And I just thought, I was in our days, it was just sand shoes, not these fancy brands.
No,
And
it wasn't. Indeed, absolutely. Well, let's have a look at some of the messages I got earlier on today.
go for it.
This is from Sister Zainab. She said, I wore my mother's silk dupatta and my brother's sunglasses. We thought we were trendsetters. You ever seen photos of what we were wearing back then, Faizal? It's embarrassing, eh? Another message come from Brother Rajan. He's 74 years old, and he says he had a white safari suit with a gold chain, brill cream in his hair with a side path, and we hung out at Victory Lounge corner. He says he still dreams of their mutton curry.
No, when you say white safari suit, I was just thinking, was he a doctor?
But Faisal, do you remember men were wearing safari suits
Yes.
in the morning going to work?
Yes.
And they look neat.
In fact, I think some schools allowed us with safari
I
suits.
wore safari St. Anthony's.
The short sleeve with the short pants. Eh?
Sister Fatima, she said I had a denim jacket with embroidered roses on them. My friends and I loved Tasty Eats chips. We shared everything, and that was friendships. Brother Yusuf says that his Bata shoes were always polished.
You had to polish them.
He said we'd go to the takeaway near the mosque. He said he can't remember the name, but the samosas were unforgettable. Come on, Faisal, give us the name.
I know, opposite the mosque. Opposite,
Yes,
I know.
right opposite the
Rajputs.
mosque.
Rajputs,
Rajputs,
opposite, yeah.
indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed, Rajputs.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, we walk in through the streets of the CASBAH, and it's amazing. Sometimes what we talk about, Faisal, we forgot. It just comes to us, isn't it?
Yes, it just comes to us.
So
yes.
it goes to show that everything is still in our heads. We never forget these things. We just put them away.
Yeah.
And
I think the computer goes into sleep mode. It doesn't go offline.
I was at a janazah this week, Faisal.
Yeah.
And one of the sisters, an elderly sister, came to me and she said to me, "Are you Buddy Governor?" And I said, yes. This is what she said. Okay, no word. She went, "Ooh." And she said, "I love the show. I love the show on a Friday." And I was like, I had to smile and I was, oh, thank you, man. It was like so warm and
Yes.
so honest that she came up there.
Assalamu alaikum, it's Rashad. We used to meet in Queen Street to go to our soccer games. The guys came with their cars, music blaring, and pick up the rest of the team. Well, you're fortunate you guys with cars, man. Okay, take the next
Talk
one.
about music while we're there, Faisal, because it's important. Guys had cars and music, but it's not like today. We never disturbed people.
No.
It was like we were mindful
Yes.
of the elderly. We were mindful of where we were, people around us today. Well, this message says, Ideals had a ladies' boutique in Rajab Arcade and a men's outfitters corner of Grey and Queen.
Yeah.
Then the big store above Sayani Center. And Ghulam, that's right, just knew his customers and was a convincing salesman. I was one of his loyal customers, and that comes from Sister Aisha. Ghulam is such a great guy, man. Really, what a great guy. Also, synonymous with the Alberton Callies. His family go a long way.
Yep. Message coming in. Sister Rashida says, Salam. Do you remember the cones and ice cream van my dad used to buy for 8 of his kids? Wow.
Where were that vans parked? It was parked in West Street.
Yep.
Just before Field Street, where the shoe shoppers, ABC, I think it is, or
and playing the little
yes,
music
the
thing.
yeah. So the van came around morning, our area a few years ago, Faisal. And when I heard that sound, I could not believe it.
Yep.
I grabbed Saif, I ran outside with him, and I stopped them in the middle of the
Did
street.
you?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he parked and had music, and I got Saif to go and buy ice cream, and I videoed him because that was like a
Nostalgia.
dive back into
But you
the
notice
past.
something? The tune hasn't changed.
Nope, same tune.
Yeah.
Absolutely, same tune.
Okay, Faisal Saib says, Salam's brothers, we lived in Short Street, Didden.
Yep.
Our hangout was Kitty's Corner, Short and Cross Street. Yes, we played Tani, Carrom ball, we played soccer in the car park. Well, they're fortunate they had a car park to play soccer.
Yep, that's right.
Mhm.
That
And
car
then-
park was actually the hall.
Yep.
It was St. Aidan's Hall back in the day.
Yeah.
So, yep. So, we talk in CASBAH every Friday, inshallah, 9 o'clock, Faizal, MJ, Suleman, and myself. We talk about things on the ground, no academic stuff. We're just talking about life as we knew it. And what a life it was, boy. We'd love to hear from you. We want to make this interactive as possible. Tonight was a great night, Faizal, with all the messages and stuff like that there. And if you want to get on and look at all the photos back in the day, go to Grey Street CASBAH and Surrounds on Facebook page. I tell you what, Faizal, we've got like 1 million people on there, if not more. And you will see some of the photos that you've forgotten about those places. It is all there. Go on there and join up, and you'll certainly find more. We're putting together a book, Faizal, my partner Ishan Blunden and I, and it's going to be called CASBAH, Grey Street CASBAH, and it's got some of the most amazing photos indeed. And we're going to be talking all about that as we go through the months. So, Faizal, anything else you want to add?
No, I think I've said it all. Yeah, I've said it all. I like the message has come through. And the message, yes, ice cream van, ding dong ding.
They used to call it that thing, eh?
Is
the
it,
ding dong van.
The ding dong van. Eh?
Yeah, you just knew where that van was coming.
Yep.
Yeah. So while I said I was in Queen Street and then hanging about in Victoria Street, walking through from Victoria Street, I'm talking about the market side of Victoria Street.
Yes.
Walking all the way up Grey Street, crossing over by Danji's, crossing over to go through Shiraz Arcade, walk all the way down Shiraz Arcade, turn into Queen Street and go to Good Hope Centre. Faizal, that could have been sometime 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
When I was 18,
and 17, you walked with confidence.
Clean streets, walked with confidence. I was there recently.
Yep.
Right where Sharda Radios was. Remember Sharda Radio?
Yes.
And whilst it was clean, well lit, it's just missing something, eh? There was just something. You know what it was? Those window shops.
Oh, yes. Now you saw shutters.
When the shutters gives it that feeling of dodginess. Yes. When we had the windows, because a walk from maybe 50 meters could have taken 20 minutes.
Yes,
because you stopped at
and looked at everything.
And looked at all the stationery, the pens, the pencils, and you walked on.
And the shopkeepers took pride in the window dressing.
Oh yes. Do you remember the clothing shops in Grey Street, how they were dressed, Faizal?
Yes.
All the shirts.
Yes.
What about icy shakes? The football boots.
Yes.
And we would stand there and just gaze at them.
It depends which sport you had an interest in, because you're going to be looking for the little table tennis bat over there.
Absolutely.
And just keep on staring at it. You know
Absolutely.
What I mean?
Faizal, it was great walking down the CASBAH with you again tonight. Inshallah, I look forward to next week. And we'll pick it up with another great topic.
Inshallah.
So please do join us. Please do tell your friends and family as well to join us. Remember, it's live on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. So you can go on, or tell your family that missed it. They can go on to the Al Ansar app and you can watch it at any time that you want to watch it. It will be there on the podcast as well. So thank you very much, Faizal, for walking through with me again.
Thank you, buddy, for taking me on the walk.
Absolutely. Inshallah, we catch up again.
I know I was walking a bit slow, I was a bit tired, but nonetheless, we took the walk and enjoyed it, of course.
Of course. We all hung out with each other. We helped each other. And that's something I look forward to doing again next week, inshallah.
Monthly, thank you for engineering for us and assisting us.
Absolutely.
And the next program you'll be listening to is Iqra Wafam, and that's the tafsir of the Holy Quran. Inshallah, with Brother A.K. Muhammad. Do listen and derive benefit. I think time for us to bid you farewell. So from myself, Faizal MJ Suleman
and Buddy Governor,
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
أجلك عشنا يا أمتي تفدي الأرواح عقيدتنا قد كنا أمس عمالقة في الحرب نذل أعادي